don't has happened to all of you. The Thackers are still repenting for what they did. Instead of taking away Camel's body, you are doing all this. Don't has happened to all of you. The Thackers are still repenting for what they did. Instead of taking away Camel's body, you're doing all this. Everyone lowered their eyes and Huria also released Sunana's hair. Sunana had gone crazy crying. He refused to take away Camel's dead body. Then Sheila and Preeti took care of him and forcefully the villagers started taking away Camel's dead body. All of them were carrying Camel's dead body when suddenly it started raining heavily. Everyone stopped under a chaparral. After some time the rain stopped. There was complete darkness all around. Seeing all this, the oldest man of the village said, "It seems that something untoward is going to happen. Today, after many years, we are seeing such weather. Come on, Khan." All the village people were very scared, but still they reached the cremation ground with Camel's body. They burnt Camel's dead body and went towards home. Here Sunana had become unconscious. Preeti was unable to see the condition of her daughter and she was also crying. Then all the villagers reached the same place. Vanshi reached Thacker Sahib's mansion to tell him about the incident happening in the village. Thacker was enjoying the dance of some drunken maids. When Vanshi reached there, he said to the men standing there, "Tell Thacker Sahib that a good news has come from the village." The men standing at the door asked him to wait there and went inside. Thacker was having fun with a maid, when suddenly a man arrived there and told him everything. Thacker said, "Wait outside, I am coming," and placing his hand on the waist of that maid, pulled her towards himself and started kissing her body. After about 2 to 3 hours, he came out and said in a harsh voice, "What's the matter, Brother Vanshi? What news have you brought?" Vanshi told all the incidents that happened in the village and also said that Sunana is alone now. Sarkar. Hearing this, Thacker started laughing like a demon and said, "You told me about my work. Ha 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 ha." And Thacker started laughing loudly. He said, "Go and announce in the village that Thacker Sahib will come today." Vanshi said, "Yes, sir, but the government." On this Thacker said, "But what, Vanshi?" Vanshi said, "If I had got some reward, I too would not have been beaten by my wife." Thacker laughed and said, "Okay, okay." And he signaled his clerk. The scribe threw a bag full of gold coins towards Vanshi. The scribe threw a bag full of gold coins towards Vanshi, and Vanshi came dancing from there to the village. As soon as he reached the village, he called everyone on the platform near the same banyan tree and told them about Thacker. Yanaki said on this, "I don't know whom this sinner will take with him today. When will we all be free from his atrocities?" Everyone was worried after hearing Vanshi's words and were also afraid that who knows whose daughter-in-law or wife this demon will take away. Everyone went to their respective homes. Thacker had reached the village by evening. He threatened all the villagers and said that today he has come here to take Sunana. If anyone speaks in between, he will be buried alive. Hearing this, all the villagers were shocked. Everyone started looking at Sunana. Sunana, who had just recovered from her grief, experienced another eclipse in her life. Thacker went to Sunana and started staring at her while moving around and said, "Shekhar, pick up this fish. I will eat it the whole night." Hearing this, Sunana started begging everyone to protect her, But no one listened to her. Even his father Hurio was standing with his head bowed down. He went to Thacker and placed his turban on his feet and started crying and refusing to do this wrong thing. But Thacker did not listen and went to the mansion. After he left, all the villagers sat at their places. Yanaki and Preeti's condition had become worse due to crying. The entire village people were standing with their heads bowed in shame. No one was able to do anything. Thacker went to his room and called out to the maids and said to them, "Dress up Sunana like a queen and bring her to my room." All the maids went to Sunana, whose condition had become worse due to crying. All she was saying was, "Let me go home." The maids decorated Sunana and took her to Thacker's room. As soon as he saw Sunana, Thacker lost his senses. Why not? Sunana was very beautiful. Thacker went to Sunana. Sunana was standing with her head bowed down. He caressed her face and said, "Don't worry. I will drop you to your village. Just stay with me tonight." Sunana started crying and said, "Please have mercy on me. Let me go. I am going to be a mother." Hearing this, Thacker got angry. He called out angrily to Vanchi. "Vanchi, Vanchi." Vanchi ran into the room and said, "What happened, Thacker Sahib? Why are you so angry?" On this, Thacker slapped him hard and said, "Why didn't you tell me earlier that she was pregnant?" Vanchi said, "Told him, Thacker Sahib," but Thacker glared at him, due to which he did not say anything out of fear. Thacker sent Vanchi away and said to Sunana, "Nothing can be done now." Saying this, Thacker pulled Sunana closer to him and started kissing her on the lips. Sunana was repeatedly trying to move away from him, but could not free herself from Thacker's grip. Soon, she also gave up hope and could not stop Thacker from doing anything with her. The next morning, when Sunana woke up, she was lying on the bed without clothes. When she looked next to her, she started crying after seeing Thacker next to her. Her eyes filled with tears and she bit her lips and got up to wear her clothes silently. Meanwhile, Thacker also woke up. He was very happy to see Sunana. He asked his men to send Sunana home. Thacker's men left Sunana at some distance outside the village.